covering your tracks, working your fingers down to the skin and stone. One hand on the hammer, one foot by the door, pushed by the wind, fed by the need for moving on. Moving on, moving on, nowhere. When division runs deep down into the well, all the coins you dove after lost all despair, covered in moss, walking for silver and blood. Out in the cafe, working in the grove, guarding the port of the future you sold, holding on to no one, holding on, holding on to no one. Oh, one eye in the mirror, the other on the screen, sewn in the pockets and down into the dream, caught up in the motor brakes and heavy load, wait in the shadows down the living road, moving on, moving on to no one. Moving on to no one. Holding on to no one. Holding on to no one.
I want to talk a little bit about the new album. If you could come up with like a Twitter-length description of Algiers.
It's a tough one.
Diving deep into what might be missed and hoping you land on semi-solid ground. Does that work?
Does that sound accurate, John?
Very well done. Very, very well said. Yeah.
All right, that's very, very poetic.
It's Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be, ballsy, or it's going to be strange and vague and floaty. So today it's that. Tomorrow it'll be something different.
Yeah, that's the magic. This is the first album you've done for Anti, is that correct?
That's correct.
It seems like Anti is actually really thriving. Is that what it takes now, is just do what you do and be yourself?
I would think so. I mean, in some ways, I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't need record labels and that might do better without them. Ultimately you want to work with a group of people, with a so-called team that are out there helping you, because there's only so much you can do. But I think ears are bending more towards unique music and looking for something unusual rather than things sounding similar and the same. But on this record, we definitely started off recording on 2-inch analog tape, which just the sound is tremendously, more satisfying for us.
It's basically commonplace now that people can record on their laptop in their bedroom, which is definitely the opposite of your experience on this record. Is that right?
Yeah, to some degree, yeah. We went to a studio. We started off in Tucson at Wave Lab Studio with Craig Schumacher and Chris Schultz. And then after a while, we decided, we really could benefit from going somewhere. And so we found this wonderful studio in New Orleans called the Living Room Studio. And it was there that we started working more on the analog tape, and when musicians came in to sit in with us, they saw us recording on tape, and they immediately reacted to it. Their first impression was, wow, you're going to keep what I'm doing. It's not going to be edited and chopped into some other part. This is a performance. And that was kind of exciting to see people be as excited about it as we are.
I think that's, yeah, it's kind of the key thing with knowing that the tape machine is rolling, the red light is on, you have a tendency to kind of step up and kind of make it more like a performance actually for the tape. Because we've done it both ways, and we still do. But when you have, when you know you're going to the Pro Tools or the digital world, somewhere in your mind you know that you can manipulate it or edit it, and you can take multiple takes. So maybe screw ups happen more often with that. Whereas when that tape is rolling, you're kind of like, I don't want to mess this up because, I don't want to mess this up because it feels really good and this could be a great take. So you kind of stay on that edge.
And it sounds like maybe what you're saying is that you feel almost a sense of ownership over this as a lasting impression on people.
Yeah, it's a good way
I
to
should
put
hope
it.
so. And spontaneity is something too that comes through on these kind of live sessions or analog sessions, because when you know that it's going down as this performance, this moment is being documented or recorded, the element of spontaneity can really influence a lot of what we do. And when we're recording just like this with a drum or a drum set, and acoustic guitar or some kind of instrument, we're playing off of each other from moment to moment, verse to verse, chorus to chorus, and so there's a lot of things that can happen. And so that's kind of nice to get that all, in its entirety on analog tape, and then from that basic track, those basic tracks, then we can build as we feel.